Obviously, you're not a golfer.
You want a tow? I can get you a tow. Believe me, there are ways, dude. You don't want to know about it, believe me.
Yeah, but Walter...
Hell, I can get you a tow by 3 o'clock this afternoon with nail polish.
That rock really tied the room together, did it not?
Yes, it did. You still liking that volume I gave you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe it blew out your ear.
No.
I couldn't tell he still got his hat on. If there's any more volume or not.
There's plenty of volume up here.
Good night, Carbondale. What's going on? Hello, and welcome to this podcast really ties the room together. My name is Joseph Eastwood. First, I'm America's foremost cowboy. Don't ask me about my hat. Am I sitting on the wrong side? I think when we sit inside the house, we're flipped.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we are flipped.
Sitting on the right side, if you know what I mean.
We could just
Me and
put
that-
a mirror up, man.
Me and that
It'd be insane.
mainstream media, baby. Hey, my name's Joseph. I'm America's foremost cowboy. Don't ask me about my freaking hat. It's America's foremost friend, James Koppel. Hey, with us here, the old pro, back on the show. It's been a while since he's been here. Back from the old Dylan show, the Northern show, all the shows.
Thought that was a dream.
It's the Shark.
Nope,
Boy, you
sounds real.
love that Dylan show. Talk about a guy that really appreciated all the Dylan albums.
I did.
You know.
It's
Robbie and I, you know,
It's kind of iffy. On the fence.
kind of if we didn't, we were like, hey.
I like the fact that you guys are doing like a Troy and Abed in the morning thing. Like you got the cameras, but there's no lights or it's cool. That's a good job. It's
Don't want to burn anybody's corneas out.
right.
Yeah, the Shark's here from the old show. Glad to have you.
I need a Kermit the Frog.
So, what are we doing on today's show? We are doing the 2011, kind of breaking our rules. We usually stick to the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but we're doing the 2011 motion picture.
I guess you could call it that.
Hobo with a shotgun. Shark, what do you know about Hobo with a shotgun? Throwing it off to you. Oh, by the way, Carbondale, good night. How you doing? I heard the big boppers are coming down the strip, but they'll never make it past the swingers. You guys got to make it to Hobo's to get to safety. And also, Shark, did you know that Ka, of which Carbondale, the prefix Carbondale,
Right.
is Latin? We found this out. For the caca, also known as the cuckoo. It's Cucktown, baby. Did you know Carbondale is named after the cuck?
I'm not surprised.
Just a bunch of cucks.
Most cucks per capita
Yeah,
of
highest.
any other city. Not just in Illinois.
In the world, I think.
Frickin', I was going to say the nation, but baby, why not?
You know,
The word.
now the student population's so low, I'm sure that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, the word. So, yeah, welcome, Carbondale listeners.
1982? Or 2011.
2011.
2011.
2011. The other one's in 1982.
We're living in 1982, man.
Cucktown.
That's what I dressed. That's why I dressed this way. So
I
you guys
took
said
it-
1982. I thought I was in.
Yeah.
You guys,
You're
guys
timeless,
just
man.
Fucking me, I know.
Timeless. Oh,
I took it upon myself.
we're on the radio, man.
Oh, that's right.
I took it upon
I
myself.
apologize. I'd gotten used to the absolute freedom that was 20 and 21 there for a while.
Yeah.
I'll recall. Yeah, I remember.
It's all
Dead
right.
dear listeners,
It's midnight. We already called them
my
cucks. They're probably
apologies. Yeah, see, how is that always? How does it work that way, right? Like I'm the guy that's across the line always, and that's,
well,
that
because
doesn't
I know
seem
how
like that
to.
ought
I know
be.
how to walk that barbed wire cuck edge.
I think you guys just saw at a meeting. It's like, hey, whatever, Bradley. It's like his third joke. We'll just be like, that one's the one. Like, come on, I'll just be appalled. Well, no matter
What
what,
did
it
you
is,
say
no matter
about
what he said, we're
Marvel?
just,
So I took it upon myself to do a little throwback in 2011. I went to the old Billboard.
Oh yeah, nice. What do we have? What was happening in
I wrote down.
2011? Great music.
What do you
great
think
art
the
coming
number
out.
one song of 2011 was?
Is it like Hobo Stank?
No.
2011.
She was big, and now she's not.
Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Katy Perry.
Katie's still making news, at least.
Yeah.
None of those people?
No, that's Adele, actually.
Oh, Adele, she was
Big in a different way.
and now she's not.
Rolling in the Deep was number one in 2011.
Damn, was that really 2011?
Yeah.
That's depressing.
You thought all week to make that joke.
I didn't think it was going to be a joke, but it turned into one. Number two.
Cop now, it's like 2:30 in the morning. Joseph, he's like, I gotta write this down. I gotta write this one down. This one's gold. This one's gold.
Number 2 is Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Firework, Katy Perry. Number 4, E.T. by Katy Perry feaking Kanye West.
Girl, oh,
That aged
about
well.
that one, yeah.
Yeah. Look, we should that should be our new intro, I think.
It was. It could only made him worse. It was like featuring.
And number 5
Oh, just wait for Kanye's
was Give
trial.
Me Everything by Pitbull.
Oh well, of course.
I had to go all the way to number 62 to find a song remotely rock.
Really.
And it was
Hoobastank.
What the Hell by Avril Lavigne.
Oh wow.
It was the only rock song on the top 100 Billboard for 2011.
She's got
Well,
that
rock died what?
punk rock
Apparently
died.
2011.
I mean, rock generally, right?
Oh, rock
I mean,
died.
Yeah, rock died
Somewhere in the early 2000s, right after the White Stripes broke
Sure.
up, kind of.
Yeah, right. And I mean,
One
not
of
there's
those.
not rock bands out there now, but I mean, it's not
Sure,
it's
there are.
not the main it's not the
It's
thing.
not the main consumer music, not the
Right.
main made music. Even if people didn't consume it, it was made more than anything.
That's
else,
right.
I think.
Yeah. That's it.
Rock music.
I'm gonna listen to it and play it and enjoy it. I'm not saying that. But, you know.
So ran into some people the other day. We were talking about this. I won't name names. We were talking about it off air, and I bet Koppel could put it together. He didn't run into somebody, and
It's a good thing. It's a
so
pretty
I
big
ran
guy.
into
So
somebody.
that's when you don't have
and
very
then-
good vision.
And then he ran into somebody, and I ran into this person. They ran into another person whose mom is really ill, and I was asking her how her mom was doing, and then this other person said, "Has so and so," which by the way, so and so is just a uneducated farm boy around here who I think, no
gotta
offense,
be more specific.
maybe worked at Continental.
Oh, okay.
This person doesn't matter.
Cop lived in town. It's not him.
The person that you missed, that you didn't see, that's the person that matters. And they said, "Has he talked to your mom about just trying ivermectin?" I take it 3 days a week. Now, first guy we mentioned that has a brain in his head was kind of smirked and looked over at me and then looked back at him and said, "Why?" And
She's not wormy.
I was just saying, maybe he's got ringworm.
and he
You never
looks
know.
he looks
Summertime,
awful,
right?
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looked like just blotchy faced.
Well, he's smacking,
Kinda
smoking
horrible.
cow
He's taking
stuff off
he's
of
taking
oil
worm
and
medicine
stuff,
3 times a
right?
week. And the lady to which he was talking about, he was like, "What could it hurt? What could it hurt?" And when he turned, I literally just Googled effects and I held it out and I whispered into her ear, "Don't you dare let your mom take this blinking shit. He's crazy right wing weirdo. This is what it can do." And like literally, one search, mainstream media, one search. It's not media, by the way. It's a bunch of doctors.
It's AI.
A bunch of doctors say these are the results. Like it's not guaranteed to happen, but yeah, no need for you to be taking it at all. Especially
Well, now I feel stupid for taking it.
anyway. So you missed that. You missed out on
Dang it.
that part.
I miss all the good stuff.
It was funny, funny and sad. But anyway, what are we doing today? Hobo with a Shotgun. What do you know about Hobo with a Shotgun? 2011 classic, directed by somebody.
Well, first off, I know that they're called Unhoused now.
Yeah, if they did this today, they would have to be completely.
Now this
rename
gets thrown around a lot. They couldn't make this movie these days. I don't think they could make this movie these
it.
days.
I haven't seen it.
I don't think so either.
What is it called?
They don't
Hobo
have
with
to
a
make
knife?
this movie. It's
Night-
just
Hobo knife
happening.
fight.
It's just happening.
It's yeah, it's just happening. It's come true. It's a love letter to the 70s.
What's the title again, though? Seriously?
Hobo
With a shotgun.
with a shotgun.
Hobo with a shotgun. Huh.
It stars Rutger Hauer.
Oh,
You know Rutger?
I do.
One of the greats. Cost $3 million to make. Thanks for the
All blood, I would assume.
background. Yeah, Rutger Hauer and then All Blood. Have you ever seen the original trailer, which was featured on the Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez Grindhouse movie? Do you know what I'm talking about? Death Proof and the zombie Planet Terror and Death Proof.
I know what you're talking about, but
The
I've not seen
the
it.
Tarantino Rodriguez double feature. If you went to see it in the theaters, I'm sure it's on the Blu-ray. It had a bunch of fake trailers before it, so that's where the movie Machete. I have a machete.
You mean
That's-
machete?
Machete up there, the poster up there.
Yeah, don't forget you got a butcher's knife hanging from the
Oh, that's
garage.
right. It's a reminder. It's like the string around my finger.
Right.
Bunch of fake trailers. Anyway, Hobo with a Shotgun was made for $150. The trailer that precedes those movies, and they're supposed to just look like really bad '70s movies.
Right.
Made for nothing. People liked it so much that they actually got it made for $3 million. And let's get into this thing. Produced by Magnet. It starts out, when you see Magnet, you're in good hands. Digitally, you can tell it's on digital, which is fine. It's oversaturated. It says, "Welcome to Scumtown."
Hope Town marked out.
Hope
Scum
Town
written
marked
over
out.
it.
To Scum. And it goes from
Back
like
to
a
the
nice
Future,
70s,
Yeah, it's got a great vibe in that intro.
great vibe. You're like, hey,
Guys riding the train.
yeah, you're like, I'm in store for a Tarantino-esque ride back to the 70s. You're thinking. The
Sounds
song's really pleasant. You're getting beautiful.
Does it dust it
scenery.
on you?
Well, no, I don't know what it does to you, but within a second, he's in Scumtown,
Yeah.
and there's bum fights. It's just an awful place. They do a pretty good job of like, look how bad this place is with like 3 different shots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you
That-
remember bum fights when that was a big thing on the internet?
I do, and it had to be around this time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for
Hobo
sure.
fights, bum
And
fights.
I thought, the
Go.
people that enjoyed bum fights,
Mm-hmm.
like watching them.
You know where they are now. Those.
Oh yeah, they're in the Capitol.
Yeah. Well, never mind.
I'm not saying what Capitol.
Springfield, baby.
That's what I was thinking. All of them.
Yeah, there's
The
bum
one over on the
fights.
sea.
The guy's like, you want to make $10? And I don't know. It's like, why did he get off there? Why didn't he just keep riding the
why-
rails?
there's so many questionable decisions. Just like if you see, you're not even in town yet,
Just say
and that there's already so much bad stuff happening.
yes, you can see from a mile
Just
away from
get
this
back
town,
on the train.
It's
Oh,
on
it's like-
fire.
yeah,
Like
right.
it just looks like hell from afar.
Other than that,
He's pushing a cart. He went from having a bindle to a cart real fast.
yeah. He's got a cane that he doesn't use to walk.
He doesn't use to walk. He uses to hold his bindle, as we know. That's
sure.
what hobos do.
As you do. Right.
Now, here comes a guy running around the corner, and he's got his head fused inside of a manhole cover.
Yeah.
Pretty clever. You're like, what's going on with this guy? He's screaming. And then here, this real weird car comes up. You're the car guy here. What
Yeah,
was-
it's like a Fiero that's been adapted with like Lamborghini doors that come up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's
It
got
is
like
fun.
it's got some ground effects changes and stuff, just to make it look a little
But
different.
Fiero nonetheless.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Nice.
It's fun looking. It sticks out, and I'm not sure when this movie's taking place or where this movie's taking place.
Scumtown, Canada.
It might not.
Didn't know what's her face have a Fiero.
Who's that?
Amy D's, her sister.
Clueless.
That's the one.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought I'd seen one in real
There was a
life.
white one too, just like the one in the movie.
It's like one of the movies.
Nice. Okay.
Nice tie-in. This cool car comes up, manhole cover,
Christina does.
and we meet the Drake. The Drake runs the town.
Yeah,
They could have got somebody better for the Drake.
yeah.
The Drake's got a bunch of dialogue, and we meet his 2 sons, who are like Tom Cruise and Corey Feldman clones.
Yeah,
essentially.
pretty much.
I mean, they
Feldman being the smart one, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Cargo plane for the rubber dog
Yeah.
poop out of Hong Kong.
They say, and this guy we find out is the Drake's brother that's got the manhole cover on his head, and he's like, "What are you doing to me? I'm your favorite uncle. You're my favorite nephews. What are you guys? What are you?" And they throw him in a hole,
What?
Throw him in the manhole. with
throw
the
him in a
manhole cover
manhole. So
around his
now he's
neck.
just hanging by his neck, right?
Right.
And that's not bad enough. His brother starts talking crap to him, and he's like, "I'm not the merciful kind. I'm the Drake, baby." And he's like, "This guy's gonna die because of me." They should have had Jackie Treehorn.
They should have.
If Jackie Treehorn would have
God,
really
he would
stepped
so
this
much
movie
better.
out.
But then they'd have had to have like $3.5 million instead of $3.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know. I bet he would have done it. He seems like a cool dude, man.
Some guy like him.
Just
died the
don't
other day.
drink a drink that he made.
That's yes.
You know,
Hell
some
of a-
actor who's in that category with him. Like I don't know who they are, but they're in these 4 or 5 things.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I forget who it was. Just one of them guys. Like, huh? He was still alive. Wow.
The Drake and his Tom Cruise kids show up. They put him in the manhole. Drake has a great speech, and he's like, "I'll leave town. You'll never, or whatever." He throws barbed wire around his neck now, barbed wire noose.
Yep.
And they tie it to the car, and
The Fiero.
the Fiero.
It ripped the front clip off that car before it killed him.
Yeah, for real. It just rips his head off, and there's a chick there.
Yeah, there's blood just spraying out like a
because the Drake
like a
says,
hose going
"I'm a
on."
miracle worker. You could call me Blinking Helen Keller, because I'm gonna make it rain." And he rips his head off, and it does in fact rain blood,
Yeah.
like the Slayer song. And the lady gets down, like on
nice
top
white
of
outfit
the
on.
white outfit.
She's just getting covered with blood,
Just
licking
gets
it.
spray, licking it, loving it. What a great scene. Great scene. Really, I didn't
Wholesome.
ejaculate yet.
I'm so glad I'm not on this podcast. Dylan was one thing.
Bum, we see the hobo, and he finds something. He finds a lawnmower.
Yeah,
And he has all these
$49.99 at the pawn shop.
Yeah, $50 for a lawnmower, put a little push lawnmower. And with it, somehow they have found an old commercial from the 50s to run for this particular lawnmower.
Because that's what pawn shops do.
Yeah, I guess that's the
do a
thing.
lot of,
it's like, be the father you've meant to be. Mow the lawn with this, and the kids are like, "Hi, Dad." And boy, he just sucks it out. He believes it. And he wants that lawnmower, and he's going to save some money for it.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
And he makes a sign. What's his sign say? Something stupid. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I need
I'm
money
tired.
for a
Need
lawnmower.
money for a lawnmower.
That works. That works.
He
Is Shark
begs.
on?
I give him a buck.
Joe,
What's that?
Is Shark on?
Let's hope not.
Yeah, he's just. I don't think he's talking into the mic very
Okay.
closely.
Shark's working the mic, baby.
So quiet.
It's the dynamics. So I'll
choose what
tell you
they
what.
hear.
I'll run to the car and I'll get my compressor.
There
How
you
about
go.
that?
It's a little better. Well, anyway, what do I got here? Lawnmower. Drake's. Oh, they go to this place called Drake's Madness and Murder Arcade.
Yeah. Why would you not hang out there?
Yeah. Why would you not?
And it's the scene, I'm sure, right? Everybody's
Oh,
there.
man.
and
Oh,
hanging.
yeah.
It's the spot.
Place to be.
Right.
It's an arcade. You've been to Jolly Time.
You walk
probably.
in.
It's
playing-
everybody's
right?
there.
Sure, for sure.
Just hanging, banging, sucking,
Speaking of,
Cucking.
It's Carbondale. Cucking it up. I wasn't Carbondale seen too much back then, but same thing, but more cucking probably.
Yeah.
in
Since
2011,
it's in their
yeah, I wouldn't
blood.
either.
It's bred into him.
You think? Yeah. Hey,
I don't know how because the cucks aren't doing the breeding.
and like I said, I'm
Makes
the
no
guy.
sense. It's like emotional.
I'm the one who was over the line. I see. That's what I'm talking about right there.
It's how you cross the line.
It's
More
like
than,
5G is what it is. You know what I mean? and I love the look on Eastwood's face of like a shock and appall. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always like he's got, like much like you writing that line. I'm sure he's in there practicing that late at night in the mirror. Like, I just want to get Shark with it.
Oh man. Anyway, he begs. These punks come. They spit on him. They spit on his sign. He ends up burning his sign. He
Well,
follows.
it wasn't that great of a sign. So
No, it wasn't.
that's really.
He uses it for-
none of his ideas for
warmth.
signs are very
no,
good.
none of his ideas are really that great. He's a little off in everything he does. You know what it reminded me of? It's a throwback Greasy Strangler.
Yeah, a little bit.
I had that vibe to
You know,
me.
we never did that show.
I
never
thought that
did
was
that.
a sex position from the 70s.
The Greasy
not-
Strangler?
Yeah, it's,
Better be careful.
Is it not? It's
It was one of David Carradine's go-tos. See how it turned out for him.
I heard the guy from
Oh.
NXS really got into that too. He forgot the grease.
Yeah, I forgot the grease part.
Supposed to slide out of this anytime.
I heard it was a real new sensation to it.
Again, I'm the one that's over the line.
Oh man.
Yes, Grasshopper.
How do they spell Kane?
Okay, Mayhem and Murder. It's an arcade There are people like smashing people's heads between bumper cars. There are people just beating the other people to death with. Oh, we're halfway through the show.
Already?
Dang. Well, so if we had any new sponsors, this is where we cut to. We'll be right back.
We'll be happy to sell out.
And we are back.
And that was a commercial from Lion's Den Cup section.
No wonder that Lions Den still in business. The Menace place
You
is
need to
crazy.
rename your podcast to. Never mind.
What are you getting ready to
No,
say?
I'm not. Is what I
Scold
thought
you?
better of it. Yeah, I thought better of it.
There's a kid playing an art like a video game. The video game has a reference to something later in the movie.
Yep.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah. The Plague.
The Plague, maybe my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like the Plague.
Everybody enjoys good plague.
I mean, where's the Plague at when you need one?
Right.
Oh, we tried to have one.
Right. Yeah.
About 5 years ago.
That was a weak plague.
Didn't take.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like everything else nowadays, it was
Totally.
freaking lame.
Shy of
So
a
lame.
one
Didn't have
million
the
people.
power
Come
to
on, man.
Look at it wrong and it breaks. Everything's
We can't even have a plague right these days. We screw it up.
If Cobain was alive today, he'd still be alive today. Screwed that up.
Shotgun break.
You guys have seen my Cobain impersonation, right?
I don't know if I want to hear this, but go ahead. Oh, that's not bad. I thought you were going to do like brain matter falling from the ceiling.
I don't have any.
It's a long way to go for a punchline.
I left my crew at home, man. I don't have my FX guys, or
Kyle, you got the effect. Kyle.
Kyle,
Kyle's
his
not.
drums are here.
Yeah.
Could have at least got a ring shot.
I'm
Give me
like,
one of them ring shots.
Give me one of them rim shots.
Hey, uh-oh.
You know who would have been really good in this movie?
I know exactly who would have been good in this movie.
Mr. T. Mr. T would have been awesome.
As who?
That's anybody.
As the Drake?
Drake
I'm
would
the
have
Drake, fool.
Hey, man.
Come here, sucker. I'll show you a real man. Come here. I'm the Drake. He just needs to say I'm the Drake a few times.
Let me tell you how I got these chains.
Oh, no. You ain't got much potential, but you, Corey Feldman's son, you do. Tom Cruise, son, look down, cover your head. The Drake. Drake's got some seeds. Oh, Mr. T.
somebody actually posted a video of Feldman singing on key the other day. I'm not kidding about that. That was the whole thing.
That was
It's
the
like,
whole thing.
check him out, man. He's
You know,
getting
I
better.
actually feel bad for him with the bad solo thing because he explained it, and I believe him.
Who was it? I mean, I played enough bad ones. I wouldn't like jump in
The
and
name of
big
the
hurt hag on
song
him.
is Fraud, and it's supposed to be about like a person who has no business.
Right.
You know, like they call me a fraud, blah, blah, blah. And so it's stupid idea. If you're making stupid music, it's still stupid at the end of the day. That's what I always say.
Right. But it's
Can't-
purposefully.
But it's purposefully bad.
Because
which then
that
I'm like,
makes
it doesn't
sense.
matter.
It's
still
Spinal
bad, still
Tap.
bad.
Yeah.
It's Spinal Tap-esque, actually. I mean, if you look at it that way.
But they're
A
like,
little
but they're
bit,
like,
yeah.
but they're like really, really, really good musicians, though. Like really good.
Right, sure.
You know, I mean,
And you're saying Feldman isn't?
I think if you put Christopher Guest and,
could
and
dance,
Feldman next
I mean,
to each
there's
other
not-
in a
In a
Crossroads
rap-off?
esque
Who's
guitar
gonna win in a
duel,
rap-off?
I think Christopher Guest smokes him in Crossroads. I think that yeah.
Man, Christopher Guest versus Feldman. Yeah, rap off. So what do we got? Just straight guitar off. Who's
Guitar
winning?
off Guest. I every day of the week. Yeah.
Yes, really? Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal guitar player.
How
yeah.
about sing off? Got him.
Well, probably right because he sings Hell Hole. I'm trying to think of the stuff he
Yeah.
sings. Yeah, for sure. No, he's a good singer.
And he
Absolutely.
can, yeah. Now here though, Feldman's got.
What
him.
about getting
Dance
out of a
off.
giant pod?
The dance off.
Dance
So
off. Get out of a giant pod
it depends.
slash dance off.
It depends on what you consider dancing, right?
I think
You know.
dancing is pretty self-explanatory. You can
I
either
mean,
dance or you can't.
I mean, because
So-
Christopher Guest has not only got the
Well,
whole
it
sword fighting
depends
thing going
if-
on, but he's
if-
also got the whole slithering around on the floor with the cucumber in
That's
his
true.
pants thing going
That's
on,
true.
both of which could be considered
But
dancing.
when it comes to dancing, it depends if he's with Shelley Long or if he's with Kirstie Alley. I prefer Kirstie Alley with dancing.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right.
Ted?
Fair enough.
I prefer Shelley Long.
Really?
Yeah, she's hot.
Son of
I'm much more. Yeah, which is odd.
Shelly.
Those commercials
I
in
think
the
it's because
commercials in the '90s. She was so freaking hot in those.
Commercials in the 90s.
Oh, not Shelley Long. That's Shelley
Shelly Winters.
Winters. She's hot. Now she's hot.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
I was talking
Yeah.
Diane versus
Cheers.
what's her name? And I
blew
love
it.
Diane.
I blew it.
Love her. But yeah.
I'm more of a Carla guy.
I thought you were more of a Norm fan.
Yeah, Cliffy.
Be honest with you.
My nipples, it's cold
The
outside.
older I get, I'm a Frasier fan.
Oh yeah.
And within Cheers, I don't know,
Yeah,
the other
right,
show, whatever. But within
That
Cheers,
was good.
if Frasier gets to go off, I am so happy. Like he has some of the best eruptions, and just like, dear God, what's wrong with you people? Like he's the outside perspective
Yeah.
of the bar, of being like, these people are degenerates, but
Some
at the same time,
semblance of
I also
intelligence.
enjoy being with them.
Right.
Yeah.
The older I get, the more I relate.
Yeah. Back in the day, I'd have been all about Woody or Coach, and
I
We were
think
all about Woody back in the day.
I
Well,
mean,
right?
I was so much about Woody.
Tugging your-
Sometimes
tugging
I'd be
your
about
waist
Talk to him in the
or-
morning. It's okay.
in the morning. Yeah, could you imagine?
Middle class.
I used to be into Woody like four or 5 times a day.
Oh, I very much still am.
That's too. I couldn't take that much Woody these days.
Not 4 or 5, but 2 or 3.
I mean, like Woody completion.
Yeah, no, well, that's all
I'm just
that
talking
matter.
about,
Yeah.
I'm talking about watching the whole episode. I'm not just talking about listening to a joke or two.
yeah, no, I'm just kind of, like
30 minutes.
shuffling around in your pocket all the day, type of thing. That sort of.
The little when you watch Woody on your phone.
Yeah,
I know. I get those
Yeah,
too.
the small clips, the reels.
Yep. My wife was watching Indian Summer earlier, and there was a great scene with Bill
I don't think
Paxton.
you called
And,
them.
Bill
Paxton.
I think
Is
that's
he
Native
top 5?
American.
Bill
Best
Paxton.
actor, best actors
I
of
do
all time.
love Bill Paxton.
Him and Keanu
And they were flashing back to when they were kids, and he was like, basically admits to the girl he had a lot of boners, and she was like, I never told. It's like, I used some real hardcore masking tape. It's like, no, you didn't. It's a horrible idea.
Just stick it in your waistband like everybody else.
Yeah.
Right?
Hard, but there is no such thing.
Which
as
is why I always
hardcore
had to wear my
masking
pants so
tape.
low.
Oh, I think there is. I just don't think it's tape. I don't think it's even buy it at the store.
We
I used to super glue it.
we did a little measure the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Just for fun.
How many quarters?
From the
These dimes.
yeah.
Man, you make me feel really good about yourself then. 27 dimes.
I am not.
It's 4 dimes.
I'm not
almost,
ashamed.
if I stretch it.
I'm not ashamed at all. It's 5 inches. We measured from the ground up.
I love that joke so much. That's hard ticket to Hawaii. I've been telling that joke since. I saw that in Cinemax when I was like 7, and I've been telling that joke before I knew what it meant. I like that joke so much.
We keep talking about doing hard ticket to Hawaii on here. We never do it.
Yeah, we never
All our
have,
good
have we?
ideas we never do, but we do
Never
the crappy
We've
ones.
never done
So
Disco
good.
Godfather.
No.
We've never done all the movies we
I'll have
already
a
love.
pair of coffee.
Bucky,
Bucky, call an ambulance.
call an ambulance. Tell him what he has had.
Tell him what he has had. Disco Godfather. That should definitely be on the summer
for sure.
agenda. Let's see. I keep thinking it says HBO, but it's Hobo.
Hobo.
Oh yeah, it's this arcade. This kid is playing this arcade, and the Bad Brothers come up to him. He's a little kid. They're like, "Where's our money at, kid?" He's like, "I don't have your money."
You got money to play a game. Where's
Yeah.
my money?
They break his arm over the joystick, and then the one brother says, "You want to never feel pain again? Here you go. You'd love this." They just throw like 1.5 pounds of cocaine on top of this.
Cram his
arcade
head in it.
and cram
Just
his
hold his
face
head
in
down.
it, and then he instantly, great like 80s style, instantly goes, "Oh yeah!" and just starts.
And then all the kids in the
All
arcade
the
start
kids
coming and
just
just
doing it.
planting their face in the middle of this
Because that's
huge
how
pile
coke.
of
That's how coke dealers do it.
Well, sure.
cocaine.
They just throw
Sure.
pounds.
I mean, he
around.
was worried enough about his money to break the kid's arm, but also let me waste
Blow 20 grand
so
on-
much
for this
more.
Coke.
There's a line about Mother Teresa.
Yeah, there's a lot of lines, dude. There's
Jumping the gun.
I think the kid says something about Mother Teresa. I'm gonna something about something banging finger. He's talking about fingering Mother Teresa
Yeah. Or
And,
her doing it to him while he's in
again.
hell.
while he's
I'm
in
the one
hell.
across
Yes,
the
him
Mother
do-
Teresa's doing it to him.
to him while he's in hell.
Oh.
And he says Mother Teresa was a blankety blank saint, and he hits him with his cane. I think. Oh no, it's a sack full of
Sack
pennies.
full of coins.
A sock full
Oh,
of
no, yeah. That,
pennies. Then he
Like
goes
a
to see it.
sock full of coins.
He
thing.
drags the kid. Oh yeah, I loved it because I was like, you don't get to see that too many
No,
times. It kind
not
of made
often.
me want to make one. And then I thought, man, my
Where
sock.
do I get the coins?
The way these things are made these days, these things just fall apart when you look at them.
All my socks are from Tamu. I couldn't do it.
I was gonna say my socks would just rip apart.
You need
if
a
you had
good
over
Christmas is what you need, Cop.
if you had over
Yeah.
if you had over $1.50 in a modern sock, it would just rip apart.
Oh, for
If you
sure.
hit somebody with it. Chick Dances in Blood. That
What
was
are
a
you
long time
guys
ago.
doing to your socks? I've had mine for.
They're not built worth a crap, but they're stiff as a board.
Okay, fair enough.
He drags this
I
guy
see.
to the cop, and here we have a real Big Lebowski-esque get your gold bricking ass out of Malibu
Yeah.
moment. I wrote down gold bricking hobos. Instead, he says, "Welcome to F-Town." The brothers come out from behind the wall. All the cops are crooked. They carve him up. They carve scum into
Into his chest.
his chest.
that's
It's a
not
big
cool.
old freaking.
They should have just done that
Yeah.
Police Academy 4, the one in Miami where they put Dork on the sergeant's chest and
Yeah.
sunscreen.
And sunscreen.
Yeah,
It
that's
was essentially the
it gets the
same, only
point across, right?
Just mildly more graphic.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
it works. I get
I
it.
will say, the special effects in this weren't atrocious.
No, they had a lot of money in them. It was
Yeah.
literally Howard, like you said, Rutger Hauer, and then blood.
Yeah.
Those were the priorities.
Right.
Yeah, no, he's digging into. He's like cutting him up.
But
it's pretty gross.
We skipped over a part to where he saves the girl from the brother. The brother. Puberty.
My brother's gonna get
Doesn't
here,
look like it
Mr.
from here.
Featherman. I just work here to meet Mom. Sorry.
Anyway, he's saving the girl from one of the brothers.
Yes,
She's kind of a hooker
she is definitely a hooker.
in the parlance of our time.
In the
I
parlance
don't
of
think
our
they call
time.
them that anymore.
Yeah,
either,
now they're,
Cop.
sex workers, I believe.
I don't
yeah.
think even that's right.
Hooker, everything. What is so? I just wrote down everything is so crass. Like every word everyone says is just awful.
That's maybe why I love the film.
But yeah, the hooker. He saves the hooker from him. Is like, but he also yells at the hooker. What do you think he was gonna do?
Put a ring on it.
ring on it. And which was also an expression at the time. Then she saves him because he gets dumped out with scum carved on him. She takes him back to her house, gives him a fun bear sweatshirt that they have a big talk about bears. It's
Did
really
you think it
stupid.
was odd that the first thing that guy noticed in her house was the fact that she had an empty picture frame with no picture in it?
So-
like, of all things, you just got scum carved into your chest with a knife.
Yeah.
You go back, she brings you in,
I don't think I'm noticing it.
and
Yeah.
no.
No, he.
And he's like, I noticed you have a empty picture frame over there with nothing in it.
It was so forced in.
It was so forced in.
What wasn't forced in though is when she gives him a she's like he's gonna sleep in a bed and he's like I haven't slept in a bed. Anyway, she's like, here's this sweatshirt
So you don't get
so you don't
blood,
blood all
your
over my
sheets.
bed. And he smells it. The first thing he does, he picks it up and he's like, he inhales, and I was like, that's pretty good acting. Really though,
Yeah.
because he's a hobo. He hasn't had a new clothes in God knows when, or when he even got to wash his clothes.
I didn't know if it was pervy or if it was just smelling the clean
No,
clothes.
I think it was just like he was excited to smell something clean. I really think that was it, and it was probably
From a hooker.
a woman, a hooker. She probably smelled pretty good.
Yeah.
Right?
If
Hookers.
she's doing things
Cucumber
right.
melon, I'm assuming.
I mean,
2011?
I don't know.
2011?
personally, but I've heard.
You know, it
I've
was.
always heard. Yeah, 2011. Around
I mean,
then,
I think that's
hookers smelled great. Yeah,
I think that's
you
what
can
they
call
smell
them
like.
that in 2011. That's why I still use.
what Dr.
that
Bob told me.
instead of
I have
sex
no
worker. I wish
idea.
Bob would chime in on this.
Yeah.
Is it okay to call them hookers because it's in 2011?
He would
and we're
say no.
talking about
I,
that?
I think so.
Robbie would say no. I read his dissertation.
I think he would say
definitely
they
say
should
no.
call them whoas. Hey, get over here, you whoa.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Hey, man, y'all talking about whoas again? Come around here. I'll show you a real man.
We tried to have Dr. Bob on the show today, but he's in traction. Back problems again.
Back problems.
Get well, Bob.
Back problems. It's from... If he, was,
Bob.
if he was in a band or something, I'd have a great joke about him, but he's not carrying anybody.
He's kind of like we're Spinal Tap, and he's our drummer.
There's a pawn shop robbery. Hobo gets in there.
Yeah, he's getting ready to buy the.
He's getting ready to buy the mower.
Yeah.
And
Because he got the money from the bum fights guy.
he got the money from the bum fights guy. He ate some glass. Is that
Yeah,
what he did?
he hit himself in the head with a bottle, and the guy was like, not yet. You got to eat the glass.
Eat the glass, and then he goes in there. It's
So he
being
must have had
robbed.
$30 already.
I'm guessing so. It's that sock full of change.
Yeah.
He gets in there. There's a robbery, and he gets instead he gets this shotgun.
Yeah. Also $49.95.
Also
or $49.99. Same
He
price as the mower.
Never says where he gets all the ammo.
No.
Somehow it's loaded.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so,
2011, there were no gun laws.
So the ammo.
It's the Wild West,
and,
basically.
And like the fact that the sex worker has a house seems strange to me, right? I mean, that's like,
And the man doesn't. A woman has a house and a man doesn't. This isn't even realistic.
Like, is there a basic,
Pretty much everyone
services
else
and things
in this world
community
seems unhoused. There are so many people living on the street.
Right.
In fact, it becomes a major plot point later.
Right.
They're
so
almost
there's not
done
like
city.
the garbage man and running water and electricity and stuff.
Yes.
I mean, there's electricity though, right? Because there's an arcade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, killing spree. He starts making the papers. We're getting spinning papers. Hobo cleaning up cities,
sure.
one shell at a time.
Right. Of course.
Hobo gets his revenge. Hobo helps save a nun, like whatever, crazy things. We see him killing pimps. He kills Santa Claus that's perving out over some school kids. That's right out of the original trailer. I wrote down again. Where's he getting ammo? Unidentified. I don't know what that means. Drake
Kills a petty Santa Claus.
Petty Santa. Yeah, it's good. Sandy Petty. Yeah. He had to go,
Half off Fridays.
He had to go around and introduce himself. Yeah, he's got a great line. None of it I can say on radio.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for the after.
The Drake's twins, Slick gives a big speech.
After.
He's got some naked women beating the heck out of this guy, and then Drake says, "When life gives you razor blades, you strap him to a baseball bat." And then he hits this guy, and his guts go flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And Slick's like, "I'm gonna make a statement this place will never forget." Cut to a school bus.
That seems alarming.
Filled with children, and Slick and his brother are walking along with flamethrowers and listening to Disco Inferno. And
Two boom boxes.
Two boom boxes.
They hit play at the same time, where they're both playing Disco Inferno.
Right.
It's walking around.
Looks
That's how you
like-
got stereo
looks
back
so
in
much like
2011.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, it looks like Tom Cruise from 1984 is walking around with Corey
I
Feldman.
didn't
Talk
know
to me,
that Tom
Goose.
Cruise was in 1984.
Or whenever this movie takes place. School bus, Disco Inferno. TV. Oh, he walks in there. He talks up to the kids. He's like, "Do you like blah blah blah?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then he sets them.
Do you
all
like
on
school?
fire.
So
yeah.
there's
Do
running
you like
water,
Lollipop?
electricity, schools, presumably some trash service. There's a real estate market. Well, I mean, if you get a house, I mean, somebody's taking out her garbage, or maybe anyway. So there's basic services.
Yeah.
No cops though.
Just think L.A.
ACAB.
today.
Pretty much, yeah. He lights the kids on
But
fire.
that's getting cleaned up.
And
Sorry.
that somehow is on. It is, yeah. MS mainstream media. That gets cleaned up, though, or that gets cleaned up. That gets picked up by a TV broadcast.
Yeah.
Of
And there's
bus
TV.
the bus
Sure.
on fire, and then the kid.
Well, he torches him, by the way.
he
In case you
tortures.
didn't pick up on that.
I was.
He killed
yeah.
all the
He's like,
Yeah.
well, I hate all that.
He kills all the kids.
And it kills kids.
Cut
Right.
to the story about it on the news. Then the twins, or the brothers, they show up at the news station, and they kill everybody there. One kid likes to kill
Throws
people.
That happened in Ecuador like
ice
6
skate.
months
An
ago.
ice skate, a hockey ice skate across the freaking thing into the guy's
Stabs
chest.
the guy in the chest. Later, he wears them to hurt a guy.
Yeah, on the road. He's walking across the road in a pair of ice skates. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Seems inefficient. I mean, just
Well,
depends on what your goal is. So,
Yeah.
Oh, there's a crooked cop who wants the hooker, and is that when the hobo blows him away?
yeah, that was a pretty cool scene.
Yeah. And he just keeps shooting him.
There's a lot of the death scenes that were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like they took some time and some pride in.
They did, yeah. They knew what they were making. They knew this is like a Joe Bob. It's all schlock. Like we want it to be.
Oh, schlock.
They at one point he's hiding in a meat wagon.
That's not helping. I'm glad,
I'm not
glad I
sure.
clarified real quick
Yeah.
here.
She's pushing his wagon around, and it looks like it's just full of guts. And then he pokes his head out. He's hiding
hiding
because
in a
the
haystack.
brothers have put out a thing.
You know what that? You know what that was?
I don't remember.
That was the cop.
Oh, that was a cop.
So
That
all
was
the
what
people
was
were
left
coming.
of him.
Okay.
Yes.
Main storyline we skipped was the main bad guy says, there's a hobo going around ruining his business, basically.
Right.
So he's like, they kill all the kids on the school bus.
Yeah.
They go on the news, and the guy says, everyone in the city has to kill all the homeless people, or all your kids are next.
Oh.
Yes.
And so everyone in the city turns on all the homeless to kill all of them because of this one guy.
Well, that's really horrible.
So he kills the cop with a shotgun. I mean, just shoots him until
Shoots him
he's just.
repeatedly.
Yeah.
Tarantino
Chopped liver.
like just nothing.
Right.
left.
So everybody's coming around
I did not pick up that was him. I just thought it was so bad they just
To
picked up
save-
some guts
Like taking a
somewhere.
12-gauge squirrel hunt.
to save the homeless guy. She comes up with the idea. So he's in the shopping cart. They put the cop over him
Right.
Yeah.
and push through the crowd.
Oh, sure.
And she just runs around like he killed the cop. He
Pretty
killed the
great.
cop. He went that way.
Oh, right. Sure,
And then
sure.
whenever they get clear,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he sticks his head up through.
It's
and
like, this Wookiee's my
and they've got a
prisoner.
plan to get out. But he's like, first I had to go wash the butthole.
Yes.
This guy's butthole off my
guy's
face.
butthole off my
I
face.
guess it's kind of.
Yeah. Mob comes after him. He
Now you're
hides
caught
in the
up.
meat wagon.
Thank you.
They get back to her house. Slick shows up. He tracked him down.
Yeah.
This is when the Tom Cruise ice skates. He just starts cutting up the hobo.
Oh, just stomped him in the back
while Slick grabs the hooker, the hua, and takes her back
with a saw.
with a saw. It's vicious.
What is the name of that saw? I was trying to think of it.
It's not a hacksaw.
It's almost like it's almost like an A with a
meat,
bent.
I believe it's a meat saw,
I don't know,
but I'm not
Oh,
positive.
no, you told me like
Because
the
of the-
salty
and
metal.
it's got the big teeth
because of
on
the
it.
depth of it. It's so deep. It would have to be cut for
So
somebody to cut.
deep.
Right, cut like
Really?
bone or like metal, like you're cutting like
Yeah.
little metal pipe type stuff. Is that like one
Oh,
of
I'm
those
thinking
things?
it's like to cut through a ham hock or something.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
gotcha. Oh,
Like it's that deep. Like
I
the-
gotcha. Right, that handle's
the
so
handle's
high
up here
that
and blades down here.
yeah, CB. I gotcha. Sure. Okay,
Uh-oh.
right.
They
Careful
beat
where
the
you're
hell
pointing
out
at.
of him. He finally gets a toaster and gets the kid skate in a toaster
Yeah.
and electrifies him. You think he's dead, but he's not.
He had a lip ring, right? And that's what burned his lip.
Ah, is that what that was?
think.
I just know he wakes up and he says,
Way to ruin the show.
I don't know. I can't say
Yeah,
that on
it
the
was me,
radio.
I'm sure.
But he essentially says he had an orgasm from the
Yeah.
electrocution. And
Well, getting electrocuted will do that.
Yeah.
Right,
Every time I've been electrocuted, I have.
right.
And anyway, he's like, "You better be killing that hobo in there," and open the door.
Don't worry,
and
Ma.
his brother, Corey Feldman,
Yeah.
the hobo's shotgun is duct taped to his penis.
To the hobo's penis or to Corey
No,
Feldman?
the hobo's got it
Feldman's.
to Corey Feldman's. So the
Okay,
brother's
the-
like, "Oh no," and that's how he's gonna get out. He pushes him through the house with a shotgun
Oh,
on
I
his
gotcha. Okay.
taped to his
and like he
genitals.
can't get away because he's like, I'm gonna tape your dick.
If you pull away, it's gonna
why
pull
would
the
you
trigger.
sit still for that?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can't hold a shotgun on somebody and tape their dick to the
Well,
shotgun
maybe
at the
he made
same
him do it.
time. I mean, that's unreasonable. That's
Here,
a
here.
two-man job minimum.
It
It's
might
like you
just
need one
be-
guy to hold the shotgun.
It might just be in
I
his
mean,
pants. It's just in his pants because it's mostly duct taped around.
Either way.
him. It's almost like he has a duct tape.
I think you got.
Yeah,
I
it is.
think
It's
you
like
need
he's got a
to
duct
call.
tape. I think
took a while.
you got to hold the
You
shotgun.
need to
duct
call
tapes
down.
I think it's got to be your bull, dude.
Call down to Union Hall.
That's right.
Get them get a couple of guys, come out. Yeah.
Anyway, guess what? No big thing here. Just blows him away.
Yeah.
Gets him outside. And he's
Well,
like,
yeah, you can't
oh,
leave him
no,
alive."
he shot my blank off. He calls
Yeah.
his dad. He's like, "Oh, Dad, I'm so cold. He shot my blank off." And
His dad gets all, you've been a good
you
kid.
better get good. I'm proud of you.
Way better than your dumbass brother,
Yep.
basically.
And then they call up the plague.
He had a good run.
This is the best part. The plague's like half Beastmaster, half Ned Kelly. Remember the old Ned Kelly movie with Mick Jagger?
Yeah, Ned off of The Simpsons.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, the Kelly gang. They were famous for making
Yeah.
their armor out of like metal. They would, just take old iron things, make
Heavy
really cool.
metal.
Yes, maybe. They would make really cool looking helmets and then body armor, and they would rob banks in Australia, and people
Right.
would just shoot at him, and they're just like, "We got this
So
cool
what-
armor we made."
When was Ned Kelly? You know what? I'm
Like,
wondering
when
if
did
that
it
was
take
I wonder
place?
if that was a pre or post Shelton's thing. You know, in the armored car and all that sort of stuff's what popped in my
I want
head.
to say
Right?
it's early 1900s.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it was,
1919s, somewhere.
So it's
around
pre Eric Dubach.
Australia though,
Right? Yeah.
so they're a little behind. You know what I mean?
Or ahead.
Or ahead.
Right? I never get that straight. That old Dateline thing. That's why there's only one of them. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, go ahead.
I've made a few cents over the weekend. He wakes up, Slick's. Oh yeah, tapes. But he shoots him. Guess what? Oh, Slick, a hell bus shows up.
Yep.
The bus of dead children he burned up.
Right.
Takes him to
Shows
hell.
up, takes a paranormal turn.
Yeah.
This bus shows up out of nowhere, hell bus, and that's where he's.
You can hear all the kids laughing.
You can hear
It's
the kid
flames
laughing.
still coming
he's
out.
just screaming. He's on fire, going back down the road. Then we get
Right. It's just,
the hobo, takes her to the hospital. This might be my favorite scene.
Oh yeah, he was sawing her in her neck whenever.
Oh, there's a hospital.
Yeah.
There's a hospital
Of course,
in this
there's a
place.
hospital.
And yeah,
It's a good one too.
Feldman's sawing her neck off like very slowly, but Hobo gets her and he takes her to the hospital, and they're like kind of lackadaisical, and he's like,
it's her
"Yeah,
neck.
fix her now."
Been sawed.
And I just wrote down this rules. And my favorite scene, he's pushing her down the hall, and there's doctors like and nurse trying to work on her, and they're like, "You can't be."
He dumps like Jack Daniels on her.
Yes.
On her neck.
Forced whiskey, Jack Daniels slipping all over her neck. And then he just says, "Just fix her shit." And it just makes me laugh. His delivery's so great. Then you get this great, I wish Rob could see this clip. You get this great scene where the doctor and nurse are working on her. And by working on her,
Because he's a doctor.
I've been watching.
So he'd know.
Yeah, he would know.
Yeah.
I've been watching The Pit a lot. Really realistic, like gritty hospital show. Like not for the faint of heart.
Right.
I almost throw up like every other episode.
Yeah.
And I will say kudos to them.
You know, there's
I
cute
think they pretty
animals
much
and
nailed
stuff on the internet,
because
too,
what
right?
happens in this one is, it's detailed as shit. Because what happens is the nurse says, she says, swears it, "Live, you frickin' whore, live."
She gives her a shot,
She
just
gives
like
her
right here.
Gives her a
no-
shot in the arm, and then the doctor punches her in the chest about 5 times.
Jumps on her chest and
Sure.
then just like
and
punching.
then she goes, "Oh."
That was because breaking your ribs is usually the way to go to
Yeah.
get somebody
Yeah.
wake back up.
That's when the dad calls the plague. The plague comes. Plague's coolest part of the movie.
Yeah,
like
two
I
guys
said.
just
Two dudes
bounty hunters, basically.
look like
Or
they're
the
from
enforcers.
Beastmaster, maybe wrestler. If
Yeah,
you-
it's
any
kind of like
ferrets?
Demolition, which was the Road Warriors.
they're cool. Like
Yeah.
I was like, I want a movie at just these guys. There's a fun scene.
Yeah, they should have been the whole movie.
They really should have been.
No ferrets.
I don't know if did you notice this? They show up at the hospital to get the guy. There's a great speech that Hobo gives to some babies.
Oh God!
I wish we could just cut to it right now.
Oh, my
There's
goodness.
Literally, he's in a nursery full of newborn babies, and he's like, "But they told you a lot of you gonna have beautiful lives. I'm here to tell you, a lot of you gonna sell your bodies on the street, pump your veins full of poison." It's just like,
They've got high hopes for you to be doctors and lawyers. Here to tell you, it's probably not gonna happen.
not gonna happen.
All these babies start crying just because he's talking. By the end of, there's like 40 babies. They're all bawling.
Or maybe you'll be like me, a hobo with a shotgun.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Right?
the punchline too. You sound like the hobo.
Yeah, I do. Here come the Beastmaster guys. Anyway, when we get, long story short, they do some crazy stuff that you'd be like, that doesn't work. The one guy like puts nooses over people's necks, takes the rope,
It shoots like a harpoon.
attaches it to a harpoon, and then shoots it to the ceiling. And somehow it always goes high enough to pull the person off the ground and hang them.
The girl, it really raised her. She went.
She went through many layers. But what we see,
Well, it's a
when
drop ceiling. It's not that hard. to break
they
through.
get the hobo and they take him back to their headquarters. And when we see it,
So they're on motorcycles and they've got a chain and it's dragging a casket.
Yeah,
whenever they
that's-
take off from their Castle Grayskull or wherever the heck that's supposed to be.
yes, their hangout is like some mystical old place.
Oh, yeah,
we
you
know
need
this
that.
because when we cut back to it, there's literally like a giant squid creature that's tentacles are coming around the side of the roof. And the one brother, Tom Cruise brother, is like, "You guys are freaking crazy, man." He's like poking this squid creature. Then the coolest part, this is what I was trying to get to. Did you notice what their walls are decorated with? They had posters of all the other people they had killed.
Yeah.
Did you? I don't think I took a good enough list.
Yeah.
I wish I had.
Paint a red line through them whenever they get them.
Lincoln was one of them.
Yeah.
The Easter Bunny was one of them.
Jesus
was one of them.
They took Jesus out.
But
They've been around a while.
Like
That's all I
70s
caught.
Jesus.
The real Jesus.
The real Jesus. It looked like there was some Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
was one of them. So like the idea is the plague has just been around forever. There's
Right.
just these two evil creatures. So much so. Another thing I loved about it, spoilers, at the end the hooker lives barely. But she kills one of the plague
Oh,
members.
so cool.
And I love this part because the other plague guy's coming up and it looks like, he's mad you killed his brother. And he's like, you killed, what was his name?
I don't
Breaker?
remember. Yeah.
There's something like Breaker or Ripper. You killed Ripper. You must replace Ripper. Or whatever. And I'm like, oh man, like it's that hardcore if you kill, of course.
Apparently it's not because the bum's like, no, she's not going anywhere.
not
So he
that
just turns
hardcore.
around and walks
He's
off.
like,
Almost
okay,
like, she's
fine.
not going anywhere with you.
So she goes and gets, while they've got him, she goes
Gets a
freshly almost decapitated, goes to the pawn shop, gets the lawnmower that he wanted,
Well, right.
makes it into a shield so the blades turn. That's how she gets her hand cut off because the plague guy grabs her and her hand goes in. So there's just a huge
The
bone
testing
sticking
on
out.
that, right? So
It's a huge bone sticking out.
Sure.
Yeah.
She ends up
and at one
stabbing the
point she
guy.
has to pick up. So they manhole. They manhole. That's a totally different Pornhub search. Manho. Manho's kind of a cuck.
Yeah,
Well, I think
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
They put Rutger Hauer in the same manhole cover from that we saw earlier, so we know he's going to get his head ripped off. And she has to help remove the cover after she kills one of the plague members.
He's like,
And
pull my hair.
my hair. He says, pull my hair. She just grabs his hair and starts yanking on it. And she's like, pull it harder. And then it's a manhole cover, so it's got the little holes. And then the scene you waited for, she takes her bone stub and sticks it through those holes and uses it like a crowbar.
That's awesome. Dude, it's
pop
awesome.
the
It's a
lid
great
up.
scene.
It literally made me go, ah! I mean, this
Right,
movie's
that's-
full
yeah.
of like crazy scenes. Most of them are laughable, but like well done.
That one made my hand hurt a
That
little
one
bit.
made me
Oh,
like.
you tell me I can't cuss and then you do that to me?
Shake my hand.
Like, come on.
At one point, I love hooker with a chainsaw. No, wait, what? Oh, she's welding. There's a cool whatever before that. She has a big speech, shows some respect. Oh, she rallies the crowd. She's like, you're in their home right now. These the homeless people, they live in the street. And right now, as I'm looking at it, you're in their home. You better show them some damn respect because they want to clean up
It's
their
like,
home. It's up to them.
Don't be mad when a rabbit jumps in your pool.
And yeah, exactly. It's pretty much like that.
There's also a speech where she says, I just wanted to go to the zoo with you. See some bears.
See some bears.
And he's like, bears don't belong in zoos.
That's right. He gives a great speech about bears when she gives him the bear sweatshirt.
Yeah.
He's like, did I ever tell you about bears? And she's like, I just literally met you.
Yeah.
No. And
No.
he's like, bears. He just goes on to tell her that bears will rip your face off with one swipe.
One claw will rip your face
Your
clean off.
nose. Your eyes. She's like, I know what a face consists
It's
of.
like, and that's why you don't poke
Sounds like
the
beginning
bear.
of
Yeah,
that's
it goes
right.
to sleep.
It's like dinosaurs come from bears, little boy. Swipe.
There's a great scene when they're roughing him up. He says, the bum says, you're crushing my smokes.
That's
Squirt
nice.
some smokes at some point. Let's see. I don't even know. There's something about the sun. Abby mulches the sun. She's going to mulch the sun. And the Drake says nobody outdoes a Drake. So he shoots his own son.
Yeah.
So she can't kill him. Then she grinds up, cuts the rope before it pulls the hobo's heads off. He lawnmowers their hand, stump thing. Yep, gets out. We already talked about it. She gets the hobo out. What did I say? She must replace the grinder.
Yeah.
Oh, the grinder. That's his name. You must replace the grinder. No, police show up. He's got Drake with a shotgun pointed toward him, and the police show up and they're like, "We'll waste you if you shoot the Drake." But then everybody
All
shows
the
up.
homeless,
All the
everybody's
homeless show
got
up.
guns
They
all
all
of a
got
sudden.
guns all of a sudden, like,
Right.
and they're surrounding the police, much like L.A.
LA, yeah.
Uh,
Only they've got rocks
oh, I have no more notes.
and bottle rockets.
Yeah, and
That was a thrill ride.
she's
fellas.
like, "Don't." She's like, "Don't you do it?" And basically, the sex worker gets away, and Rutger Hauer's like, "I can't take it," and he goes ahead and kills the Drake, and then the cops kill him, and then the homeless people kill the cops in just a giant blood
Who's
fest.
got money to pay a
And
sex worker
fade
in
to
this
black.
world?
It seems like
Just the rich.
Finn.
the cop doesn't seem to pay her. The one of her regulars just seems to want to abuse her and be like, "I'm a cop, so I don't need to pay you,"
Right.
sort of thing. Or no, he does say at one point, "I paid, so I get to." So I guess the cops have the money.
Is she like the daytime hooker on My Name Is Earl, or
No,
Patty the daytime hooker?
she's nighttime, if you know what I mean.
Hey,
Hey,
we
perfect
finished
timing.
we don't even get to cuss in this episode.
Dang. As Florida said when James died. I don't know.
That's a welcome back Cotter joke, right?
Oh, is that? No, wait.
No. That's good
Confused me
times.
for a second. That's good times. James died.
James!
Why did they kill off James? The actor didn't die.
Did you guys see my
Right.
John Travolta impersonation?
Let me see it. Is he dead?
Might as well be.
Her career.
And there you go.
So we get to the end of the show. Carbondale,
He was never the same after he got chills, you know?
Cup City.
Got too many, they multiplied.
I think he had COVID.
Show, we have to
It's the
ask
first
ourselves: does this movie tie the room together? I think it does.
It's in a weird way.
in
yeah.
a weird way. It's not for everybody.
No.
Like you said, it's not.
It's for very
our
few.
wives necessarily. Our wives.
It's not for me.
I think. It,
I know that.
you know,
for sure.
I think it could be a movie night movie though. I think everybody watching it would make it less so. You know, no?
Do it when I've got a show. Like, I don't want to see that.
I don't think no matter how many people you have there, or how many jokes are
It
flying,
won't,
it's not going to be less gory.
or crass. Like I
Yeah.
said, every line
I'm
is
fine
just
with
like,
crass.
"Hey, Carbondale, we'll see you. Good night."
Yeah.
and we'll see you next time.
WKRP,
Love
thanks.
it.
Or,
Not everybody.
Turkeys don't fly.
Now
we're
we
off
can
there.
fucking cuss.
Now we can fucking cuss.
I think that's
so. At
lizard.
one point, the hobo's like, "What do you look at when you see her?" And this guy to the hooker, and the guy says, "I just see a fuck tube, man." And he says, "She's a teacher, you ungrateful piece of shit."
you know, I'm not really a teacher, right?
But
She
that's-
tells him a teacher.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
like, yeah, everybody's got to have a dream.
Hey, I don't
It's
know.
not
man.
even
That
her
much-
dream. He just
that
didn't
much
post it.
experience. I'd say she has all kinds of.
That's what he thinks.
Things
She's
to
supposed
pass
to teach.
on,
He
right?
keeps saying you should be teaching children about beautiful.
Well, I don't know
things."
about teaching children. I just
Why
figured
not?
the
Come on.
clients, right? You know, hey, here's
I,
here's
like,
what around the world means.
Much like our buddy James Woods from one of the shows we did one of the last shows we
Let me
did.
show you what a blue Tortuga is.
Hey, we're gonna get out of here.
And we're
I was gonna
done.
say James Woods wanted his daughter to. You remember he wanted the. That's the way you should be kids.
Yeah,
That's the way
yeah.
you're supposed to raise them. Of course, he got his kid taken away from him.
Sounds
James Woods,
good.
Hollywood good boy. All right, let's get out of here.
One of the greats.
Actors.
One of the good guys. One of the few good guys in Hollywood.
Yeah, standing up for what's right. All right,
Ultra right.
Heard he was a
right.
roadie for Aaron Lewis.
That's a great line.
The one we know died. Let's get out of
See
here.
my Aaron Lewis impersonation.
If
Catch you
only,
later.
if only the other one, the wrong Lewis died. See you later.